Death has come to your little town.
Okay, welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, lovers and children, freaks and geeks, all my friends. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. I really think a plot summary for this movie is useless in a way, because basically the formula for this gets repeated all the way to number 6. Slight changes in each version. A plot summary. Here's my ideal plot summary. Michael, oh wait, it's not Halloween, it's 1988, 10 years after the hospital explosion and all, where Loomis and Mike were supposedly killed. Nope, Michael has been in a burn coma for the last 10 years, hasn't moved, instead of hasn't spoken. So they almost made this like a prequel, doing some of the same stuff, and leading to Michael's getting transported. Here's an ambulance that he has a niece, and that Lori was supposedly killed in a car accident, I guess. So he finds out he's got relatives.
He has to go kill them.
He kills them, the ambulance crashes, whatever. He makes his way to the Haddonfield, gets his mask back, after ditching what I really kind of liked. I enjoyed the bandages. I think they should have kept it a while longer because it's kind of a cool look for him. But they get back, he stalks his niece, Jamie, played by Danielle Harris, who is now known, good actress, now known for the Rob Zombie Halloween films, and a lot of more, not low budget, but lesser known films, like Hatchet, but I think it was Hatchet 2, and stuff like that. You get the idea. Back then she was a little child, and I must say she's the best child actress I've ever seen. She didn't get screwed up. And think, she's in frickin' Halloween as a little kid, and then there's all the Disney kids who are all fucked up now.
Yeah.
She's in this scary horror movie. She's just fine. But anyway, yeah, he stalks her, kills off Jamie's foster sister's friends. We get to the ending where Loomis and company, such as his, what was it? I might be, no, I'm confusing with part 5. I was going to say the Hillbilly Mob. That was number 5, eh? How does this end? Oh wait, no, I think that was this one. Though I'm not positive. No, it wasn't. This was the one with the Hillbilly Mob, yeah.
Yeah, and this was the one with the school, wasn't it?
Loomis, yeah.
Yeah. This
leading to the mistake of the hair change. Fucking, you know that.
Yeah. From brown
to, I'm not blonde anymore. You can't do that. You get the idea. Go watch our last video where we talked about it. You get the idea. We'll explain it more, but anyway. A lot of chasing, a lot of people dying. The whole police force gets killed off. Yeah. We find out Sheriff Brackett retired, leading to the new sheriff. I'll get to his name later. Whatever. There's his daughter's a slut who gets what was her name? Jamie's foster sister's boyfriend cheated on her, whatever. Lots of a few good kills. Loomis though rises a hillbilly mob who goes to shoot Michael down or whatever, but then instead they drive Jamie and the foster sister out of there.
Not just that, but before they even got to the school, they went and shot an old guy.
Some poor innocent man, some poor innocent guy.
And he says, "You dumb fuck." That's all he says. Yeah. You dumb fuck. Yeah. He was shooting too, fuck.
Yeah, I know. And they drive him away. Michael does some kind of trick. Poof! He's under the car, climbs up.
He somehow gets from down the stairs up to the.
He gets from the school. They drive away. There's no chance he could have made it under the car. We'll get to that a little later. But then Michael is, I guess, shot by the hillbilly mob and whatever's left of the police force into, I guess it was a mine, and they just assume he's dead. Jamie goes back to the house and ends up gutting her foster mother with a pair of rusty scissors. Patrick, this is the movie you got confused with Halloween 1. Halloween 1, Michael did kill his sister with a knife. You thought it was scissors. That was this one. It was scissors. Okay, let's get into our notes. This film's opening seriously lacked two things that I missed. It always began with a good John Carpenter score of the thing, and the pumpkin. No pumpkin, it's just like mailboxes and corn and houses and stuff. And it's just some random horror score. Watch Halloween 1's opening and this one, you know which one's better. It was just, I didn't like that. But then they take Michael away. The score pops up then eventually, finally. And then we get to the kill that bothers me. Michael pops up, smacks the guy's head into the wall, and then gouges a hole in his forehead with his thumb. How freaking strong is he that he can stick his thumb into his forehead? I get he's strong, but that's pretty hard. Did he like not clip his nails and have big old fingernails to start digging and scratching? I don't know how he poked a hole in his head with his thumb. That's a weird kill. I kind of like it. I hate it at the same time. Whatever. We get to the crash. Loomis is doing his thing, trying to find him. Jamie has nightmares about Michael, which bothers me a little. She has nightmares about him when he's wearing his mask. She's never seen him before. She's never seen that mask or nothing. She might as well be a psychic with premonitions.
She is.
In number 5, yes. So I guess that's the only explanation, and I'll give it that.
And then of course, they had her turning evil. No! We can only have one evil one.
Mustafa Akkad sat there holding the banner. Remember part 3, remember part 3. So, at the end when Jamie's evil, turns out it's just Michael's psychic connection with her. And I'll tell you this much. Sure, that works, but I won't give the writers credit for like the nightmares and stuff saying they were setting up the psychic connection now. I don't want to believe they did that because typically the writers in these films aren't that forward thinking. Whatever though, enough with them. Frickin'. This film actually was written in 3 weeks or so to meet the deadline of a writer's strike. So this film has a classic excuse, a good one at least, for not being as good as it should have.
Yeah, 3 weeks of writing.
Michael seeks out a mechanic. Now this explains something. Michael is making a fashion statement. He'll kill to get his clothes. He must wear a mechanic's jumpsuit. He will kill for it, no matter what. And after he kills him, I guess they cut the scene, but I guess Michael sat down and sewed up the little hole because he gutted the guy in the stomach. Pops up like, no hole. No, Michael sat there with his thimble and all and did some sewing. Obviously.
Where did he learn how to sew?
Show. Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Where did you learn how to drive?
No one knows.
And they cut it. They don't want to show us. They didn't want to show us, but Michael did sit there and stitch it up. We know, because otherwise continuity error of there's no hole. Yeah.
Unless we just didn't see the hole.
No, we would have. They kind of focused on his chest. But then he drives over he steals a truck and drives over like a gas pump thing or something and blows it up. I found that a little weird. I don't think of this series to be all action-y explosion. So that bothered me a little. But Loomis, I like Loomis, the fact that he's an old man, he's got burned, he's very feeble, he needs a cane and all, but he'll still go after Michael with a gun and all and try to shoot him dead. I love it.
Now,
Loomis is cool.
I'm trying to remember something. When Loomis was in the gas station looking for people...
He found 2 dead bodies.
No, he pulled a gun.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of gun was it?
It was like an automatic pistol thing.
Okay, because...
That scene bothered me a little because he stands there and he shoots, and it's like he shoots and then it cuts, Michael's not there. Now, is Loomis seeing things, or is it again, Michael has poofing powers to just disappear when he wants? Is Michael Myers Nightcrawler? I'd have to assume, because for him to get on that truck later, he had to be standing there and be like, poof! I'm here now. That's the only thing he could have did. He's poofing all over the place. Like, he's here. Poof.
He's over here now.
Poof. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. See, Michael Myers is magical. The evil that took him over is frickin' the teleporting thorn of hell or something. They know what they're doing. They aren't fucking around. However, when we get to part 6, we will know. I know. We're working against a bad deadline. I gotta tell you something else. Those little kids talking at Jamie at the school are assholes. They're like, Jamie's an orphan, boogeyman. I want to punch that kid in the gut so bad, I would have broke his ribs. And Jamie, she shouldn't have gutted her foster mother. She should have sneaked out of the house, go find that kid and gut him with scissors. What kind of bad kids are those? Who the hell does that? And where's the teacher going, hey, you little shithead, and slap him in the head and go, you don't say that. Lacking parents all the time in these movies, lacking teachers, lacking logic. Ugh. But then Michael gets his mask at the same time Jamie goes to get her clown costume. A nice reference I like, referencing the first. I like that at least. Setting up the later thing. Loomis is then leaving the gas station because his car blew up in that explosion.
And
those little kids, hey old man, get in. He's walking. And then
he's starting to jog.
And then he gets it there and they drive away. That was rude. But then the drunk reverend guy, Jesus this and Jesus that. Are you going? I'm gonna go get. I forget what exactly he was saying, but he said he was hunting down damnation or something. You can't
Apocalypse,
kill it.
blah blah blah.
I like that.
It always
Reverend.
has a name, something, something, something.
I was okay with the Reverend. I wish he would have kind of came back for something.
Yeah.
show up at the end to frickin' splash Michael with holy water. Ye be damned, and then at least they'd have a better way of killing Michael. First one they shot him, didn't kill him, he got up. So why kill him in the end? Just because it's more guns doesn't mean nothing. Go to Jason Goes to Hell. They blew him up and all. He comes back anyway. Bullets do not stop him. They set up in the first, but this one bullets stop him because he drops in the mine. Have the Reverend just show up for 5 seconds. Ye be damned, and then have Michael's mask melt to his skin, and then he does the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz. Holy water, I don't know. Set up some kind of new kill at least. And this takes place in Haddonfield, Illinois. I may be wrong, but I'm not quite sure that Haddonfield is Hicksville. What? Like, I know it's kind of a farming place with lots of corn and stuff, but I'm not sure it's all these trucker guys with like 12-gauge shotguns in their trucks. I might
to mention something for number 4.
This is
the driving scene. When they're going to go babysit, I believe. No,
we're on that right now.
Yes, the driving scene.
Yeah. But like, I'm not sure Illinois is the place for hillbillies. I'm not very good with like knowing what goes where. I know Illinois ain't like gangster rap ghetto town Detroit or whatever. But I'm not sure if like Illinois is. It probably is. I'm sure the hillbillies kind of hang around. I think Illinois is more farming than straight up hillbilly truckers. But I could be mistaken, okay? Don't frickin' try to kill me, because I'm wrong. But yeah, the lynch mob kills innocent man. Sheriff Meeker, that's the guy. His daughter's a slut who never wears pants. She's stabbed through the wall with a shotgun. I love it. Although, how did no one hear?
And again, super strength.
I mean, how does no one hear that? If it could be 2 in the morning and everyone could be yelling. If I stab someone through a wall, they're gonna hear. I don't care if it's a 3-story house. Someone should have heard.
Yeah.
Then we get to Grady fighting with Michael, having a fist fight.
Yeah.
And then what bothered me worse, it's in front of a big window, and then he just grabs him and cracks his neck. That's very good. That's Michael's MO. That's his modus operandi. That's his type of kill. Crack the neck, whatever. Strangle, stab. But why not just throw him through the window? Come on.
Yeah,
that was the most obvious thing ever. Crack his neck at least, and then toss him out the window. They can't even do that much. I wanted him to go out the window, and they didn't give me that. Then we get to the school, blonde hair. If you want me to give them even a little bit of argument, it's that maybe they filmed this, like she sprays him with the fire extinguisher afterwards, so maybe they're filming? But no, I checked. It's golden blonde. It's not like it was brown with that fire extinguisher stuff on it. No.
Chemical foam.
They grabbed a different mask for no reason. Maybe the other mask got
maybe
wrecked.
they just,
I don't know. They were dumb.
Like, maybe they just, like...
I forget who the guy was. In our last video, where we talked about the guy said they used the original mask from the first movie, and by that point the brown kind of changed to blonde because it got old. I'm not buying that argument anymore because I looked at the mask, not the same mask as the first one. The whole face is different and everything. Age does not change the face. It would have more just disintegrated the whole mask, not just hair color. I don't want to buy that argument anymore. I'll tell you another thing. When they're driving away, Michael pops up, his poof, sure. But then, how does no one hear that, like, he's kind of, like, they're all stepping around and people are getting thrown off? Don't you, like, look in the rearview mirror for a second? Don't you just go, like, ah? No. Then Michael does his thing, grabs him, and then
rips
it was
his head off.
Rachel is the foster sister. She looks, Jamie's screaming instantly, and then Rachel's like, huh? And then it waits. Once he rips the guy's throat out, then Rachel makes a motion and screams. That bothered me a little. But then Michael's shot into the mine, I guess, and then Jamie stabs her mom. This film was made shoddy, although it was against the writer's strike and all deadline. But so what? I'll give this, again to be generous, D+. It's better than Season of the Witch, but not by too much. D+ instead of D-. I will recommend it to completists who have to see everything, and those who are hardcore Michael fans that don't care about the bad movies. What about you?
I give it a 5 out of 10, and I would recommend it to some Michael fans, die-hard ones at least.
Join us again for the review of Halloween 5, the revenge of Michael Myers. Again, you.
Fuck you, the asshole.
Yo. Okay, that's getting cut into bloopers. Who'da thought it? But anyway, we get.
What did you just say there?
Who'da thought it?
Oh, I thought you said who would have fucked it. I'm like, what?